All right, we're live now. I'm actually gonna try to send. See, one thing that's interesting about these live streams is you don't get a link. I know that's a convenience, but the about way that I have to do it is to visit my own channel. Sometimes I have to type out um, channel name, which is Mr. John Proverbs, which is my kind of name I chose for myself. At the time, this was back in like the beginning of YouTube. I kind of knew that the name would get stuck there because it's like hidden now. The controls, they're still there. And I'm sure there's one person or maybe 1,000 people who are working for YouTube that can enable this one. But we'll see if we can get this. I'm trying to send this to Gargoyle. See if we can get this. I'm trying to send this to Gargoyle. So there's actually a delay there. You can hear my voice. So that's kind of cool. I just can't catch or edit things easily yet because those tools haven't been deployed. So I'll put that into the room now. I'm hoping it saves the history chat on my side too, as well as what you guys are chatting or will chat in the future, because this probably will be broadcasted. But to give a timestamp verbally, it's October 5th, 2020. Okay. So Gargoyle just replied to me. He's a really cool guy. He's like one of the new YouTubers. He's not the mega tubers, ultra tubers that have like 1 billion, like Kane West, like almost like 100 billion views or something, making $200 million a year. I'm like, my God, that must be an amazing life. I've wanted that many times, but I kind of settled and was given a more cheaper, humbling life. And my numbers are not impressive, even though I have bills that are impressive now. So. So I'm giving Mr. I don't know what his real name is. It's under Gaming Gargoyle, the VIP seat. He gets the first seat, even above my wife. I don't give a damn about my channel. It's like a line like Kevin Hart would say. So I guess because my stats aren't the greatest, I'm not always thrown to the top. Nobody actually sees these links here. So. Sorry if the audio is a little off. Like I don't have any visual audio controls. If you saw what I saw on my end, and that's why I have to use OSB software. Because when you stream through controls, maybe, and we really don't, even if you're like the top YouTuber in the universe, there's participants, a pop-out chat. That's like pretty much all I have here. I'll put the chat in a separate, it's called pop-out chat, separate windows. So. I don't think he's in here yet. See, I don't actually see a list of who's in the room. But let's see, if I go to participants, it just shows myself. Okay. It's kind of weird. It's like a hidden button. It's up in the top corner here. All right, so Vina Soy, thanks for the milk. So I'm getting used to this. I don't know what it exactly is. They always say it's soy, but the best soy I had didn't taste like this. It's something different in there. We got some sandwiches here. This I always call baguette bread, but I wish I had other languages in my immediate memory. Because I was never one of those families who spoke like a dozen languages. We mainly had only two. So, and I do speak some Spanish, but definitely not fluently, which I wish there's just times when it would help. I think it would make things a lot better. It's just I've been trying so hard for years to learn so many numerous años. Yeah, muchos, bucanos años. I can't even, I don't know what I just said. But sorry about the focus too. I don't have like a digital control for that. I literally have to touch the thing here and just cover it and hope it refocuses right. Quality's not great. Gargoyle, are you here? So I'm looking at James McCloy. They used to call him Jim McCloy. I don't like him much, and he was sued by over 100 employees of Excel. But he wasn't the worst guy in the company. That's sad. He was the hired hand by the board. That just closed out the company. Of course, I didn't get the good happy run. And, no, he got like almost $10 million of shares from Emulex later on. So he's a multi-millionaire. And I don't know. I wish everybody had received that. We'd all be happy now and probably created a new Vixel. It'd be nice to revive that company and do things right. Of course, I'm not the original owner. I think that would probably the best to do that. So anybody could run it right if they learned how to. Because the streaming broadcast, like on OBS up where you have a nice list of different stuff, which is labeled. I wish I could manage moderators and send feedback, toggle timestamps. Ooh, I like the timestamps though. That's better. See, that gives me a time reference. Okay, I didn't see these options here last time. That's nice. Okay. What does feedback do? So before this, I was trying to fill out the IRS thing. There's a deadline for, which I think is like on the 15th for filing for the first stimulus package, which the deadline's weird because it should be extended or you should have it extended. It should be forever. Like as long as you're there or somebody needs to claim it, they can, or somebody can claim it for you if they give permission or help you with it. I just find it sad. There's always like this weird 6-month deadline on stuff, and some things are like a day now. Like nobody, it's your money. Nobody has the right to do that. It's like so wickedly wrong. So I'm hoping if Trump, after he receives his pension check in December, again, that's when he's gonna start being the first retired president of the Trump family. So when he loses the election, there's almost every poll I've seen, he's down points. He's sick, and he sounds like he wants to go home and take care of his 3 wives, 5 children, 5 children-in-law, and I don't know how many. I guess it'll be like 10 to 15 grandchildren that he's going to try to help, not including all those people that he intends to do. So we wish him the best, but it's been a hard year for everybody. My God, like we always all lose this damn money, and then our money's nuts. Like we should be able to use money like you use an ID card. You're right. Really, I do write my name on my own money sometimes. You should be able to put that number up, and then people should be able to take a photo of it or even draw it out by hand or write it out, the serial numbers on it, and then register that as money. So we practiced that. I think the whole world would do better. So I'm trying to do that now. Because the crap where you take the whole thing, you stuff it in a register, I don't know where the thing is. Sometimes only a few minutes later. And if teleportation and magic does happen, which I do believe now does happen, the bill's gone. And we don't have like that amazing tracking scanner computer like in Star Trek that can give the exact location of any item almost in the whole universe. Anywhere they go, they can scan a whole planet, like a solar system, and they can, they get the ship up there. It's like amazing. So, so I hope we can get to some of that kind of current technology like that. But there was like a GPS locator or some kind of bioscanner on everything. That'd be pretty amazing. I would know every item I had ever lost, where it really is right now, and maybe have like a drone or like a button, like a Google camera thing, where it just show me where it's sitting right now. Like, hey, there's that boombox from college, and I did buy one. I don't know. I remember I saved about, I think, 20, $30. It was like on sale and on like a flyer for electronics company in Bellevue, which is listed now on Google. I just read, which is weird. They used to say Seattle, where Amazon.com was founded by Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Bezos and all the investors. And I'm sure it's like everybody you could ever think of. Of course, Bill Gates or William H. Gates III. So is Gargoyle here yet? Oh my God. All right. It's only 10 o'clock a.m. here on a Monday. Of course, I'm one of the. It's weird when I say new YouTube because it's not really correct. Because I was one of the first registered users, but I just never used it much. I put a few home videos up. I didn't have a smart camera. I had like one of those crappy webcams, which I've lost. Somebody has it. I'm hoping they're using it for something good. But these built-in cameras are nice. The quality is better, and the software is better too. So, right, welcome to the show. Happy birthday, honey. This week is my wife's birthday. So since I wasn't there from 1996 to 2016 for the first 20, I got to make up for 20 birthdays here. So I promised I'd sing, but I need my acapella. And Gargoyle, if you ever rewatched this sometime, or if you're here now, are you here now? I don't think he's here now. Oh, I got 4 views. Oh, that's cool. All right. So if you're wondering about this product here, it's Family. It's like family Win Chat. Now, if you're unfamiliar with that Vietnamese word and Loy at the top, that means new. Win Chat, roughly translated, means like natural quality, original quality, pure. There's other words they don't often use. It's even more confusing. So even for me, and I've learned Viet part-time all my life. I'm not a full-time learner of the Vietnamese language. The other members of my family, which are national citizens. And there's new words that need to be added, especially for those who have a base in English. So that we can always combine words or just print in a dictionary, say it's a word. So this company here is listed all the way up in Quang Nai. So we'll put that on the map for you guys. Vietnam has 30 provinces. We're in Tiên Giang, Saigon, or Ho Chi Minh City, which is the renamed city. And before it was called Cham Viet. And before that, nobody had a name here. It's just called Earth. or tried that. So, so if you're wondering about my Vietnamese lessons coming up on my Vietnam channel or Learn Vietnamese Lessons channel, you can check that out. And we're probably going to give a PhD for only like $1. I'll even do it for free. We'll have a free one. Here's a PhD from the YouTube University. Like here, you want a transcript or what? You just write there. Like, it's not worth as much as we think. It's just cumbersome details. So, anyways, I'm not impressed with my own transcripts, even when I was a 4.0 student for the whole year. 180 days of instruction. Which is probably not quite right, because I'm thinking, wait a minute, I only went 5 days a week. And so that's like 20 days a month only. And so 20 times 9, how much is that? I can't even do like regular math now. I've always had to check stuff in a calculator though. Like my arithmetic and multiplication is not so great. Never has been. I don't want to stress my mind about that too. So let's try to do the calculator. So we'll pull this out. So 20, we'll put the bigger number first, times 9 equals 180. Oh, it is 180 days. Interesting. I remember there were other days were off though. Like you get Easter off or something. So because like that's if you went every single week for 9 months, but there's like spring break, right? And Christmas break. So it's actually you go less than half the year. I went for 6 hours, so more than half the day. And I never budgeted. I found the formula I should have done all my life. Like in 1 hour, you got a 60 minutes. If you divide it by quarters or thirds, you get 20 minutes each, right? Or 15 minutes. So you have 15 minutes to do work, 15 minutes to learn. And work can be for money. If you don't need money, then for work. And then like 15 minutes to rest, or 20 minutes to rest. And do whatever you need. Relax, drink some milk. Mình có đá không em? Okay, good. Yep. Mình quen bò, mình có chú đá to nào mình đó mình bò tới trái một nửa. Giờ thì mình khỏe, sau rồi đổ ra đập here làm một cô lái xe này. Now làm so much việc thì làm một con đá. It's like hơn nhiều làm nhiều xoang va. Mình làm xoang va nhiều ý. This is a yao hơn vàng now. So if you're wondering what sandwiches, this is one my dad made. So we bought the bread from a local Vietnamese baker. So these are kind of like these Paris French style baguettes from Europe. They really are. That's where the original formulas historically are printed. Because the French came here and taught Vietnam how to cook some stuff, and then screwed up and got kicked out. But everybody gets that. So, and then we got fried chicken eggs with a little bit of salt and pepper is the way I usually like to eat it. Even though sometimes I like to change, like pepper I use, not black pepper, but like a Cajun mix or red and green pepper. You know what I mean? Like we had, if you love jalapenos or habaneros or any other kind of peppers, or the little here they call it SIM. Like a SIM card, SIM, or that seems this way. Same word, spelled with an I instead of 2 E's. That's good. And then there's some Vietnamese lunch meat. So it's actually they call it da. It's a cold lunch meat, which is a little raw to be honest. So if you want to cook it or fry it or bake it, it's good. You can put a little butter, but you don't always have to use oil. And then there's different percentages of meats in there. So some have pork, Some have chicken. Some have, like in America, we got chicken and beef more. They put a higher percentage. But if you want your own, you can make it. It's like really easy to make lunch meat, especially with a food processor. Or you got the right hand tools. You can do it in a pot too. And you only got to make it like every 2 weeks or so. You got people to help you. It's great too. You can kind of take turns doing it. Like once a month, somebody does it. So that's pretty good. It tastes like there's sugar in there. That's weird. That's one thing about the the district where I live in. Some meats they put literally sugar in there. They can't find any other spices. Some of those people have like hypoglycemia or low blood sugar. Their blood sugar kind of gets stuck and doesn't. So they need the sugar. I'm like at the top where I'm like excess sugar. Even if I jog every day, I'm still excess. So I oh no time. Oh jeez, Jensen. Ah, man, no. So my baby girl's over here. Yeah, this is great. I know you're getting sick of the view of the house here. That is the baby. Hey, welcome to everybody on YouTube. That's my father-in-law, Mr. Min. There you go. Owner of the house. Even though there's a giant photo of myself on the wall. Look at that. I always forget that's there. That's a weird story. I wanted one like this big only. Because I don't want to carry that anywhere. It's really weird. Like James Gordon has this like giant photo of his face like on the side of CBS in California, which I don't know what city that is. I've been to California briefly twice. It was a total of like 5 weeks on both trips combined. And I think the first one, not 5 weeks, that was Florida, sorry. But I've been there twice, but it was like a week for both trips. Sorry. I'll get my numbers confused. But they were like in the same decade. And I did go to Disneyland. There's a few photos of that. But we didn't have like the nice digital cameras yet, though, which I kind of wish. Old videos, and I could edit these quick and stuff. And if I started things back then, I would have had a lot of money now. So. So I invited Gargoyle to get on Skype. He invited me to Discord. Discord stuff is so hard for me to use sometimes because I go in through my Google Chrome. It says I have to claim my own account. I click on it, and it says something already exists. Like I've had this on different websites. I know it's a common flaw that they haven't fixed because the code hasn't been reworked or whatever. Or the best one was lost, and we got this weird update. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. And then we got Kamei International. This looks like something you get at like an airport or something. It's actually premium bar soap. Wow, look at the serial number on there. All nines. Look at that. These are kind of expensive here. In America, you might get them for a few cents per bar, especially if you got the manager discount, which is weird that we all just don't use it. Just put the manager discount on the sign, like please. And where's Sam Walton? Who the heck's the owner of Target? Like, is that even the name of the place at the beginning? It's like the weirdest. It sounds bad. There's like a giant bullseye. And you're like, you expect like a giant cannon to be somewhere like coming up. I'm like, this looks ridiculous. This is like something from Looney Tunes or something. Where's Michael Jordan? He's gonna come out and we're gonna do some Space Jam. So, so we'll see how it goes. Also, we got Alec Baldwin here. Not the voice of. I enjoyed it, but now watching it, I get kind of bored because like I know some stuff that never changes. I saw the movie, so I kind of got my fill. kind of guy with that face. Like he always every digital animation, they're stuck in the same clothes, which is weird. Um, like like most of the time, he always has like this little black suit he wears with a white shirt. Streaming websites, you're listed everywhere. Now let's say your connection is unstable. Uh, okay. Okay. So that's not only because 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. No, it's a hard thing to stop or balance sometimes. So hoping everybody has a great millennium out there. And oh, Rad Brad. Somebody actually labeled him as the king. I read that the king of YouTube gameplay videos. Congratulations to your YouTube channel and to your family too, and your new daughter. So I gotta take care of my daughter. So it's been almost. Again, we don't know